What's going on, everybody? It's GAMEUNBOXINGREVIEWS here, and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video. So in today's video, I'm of course going to be showing you guys how to make David Dunn from the Unbreakable trilogy. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so to start off with, let's head on into appearance. We're going to go to head, and depending on the age of the character that you want to go with, you're either going to go with, for example, if I can find it, it's down here somewhere, Ego's piece for the glass version of David Dunn, or if you're going for a more younger version, you could maybe go with Star-Lord's, which is this one right here, because, you know, it's a younger face, it's got the stubble and everything. But personally, I'm going to go with the grey beard, because, you know, Bruce Willis, he does have a grey beard in Glass, and I just love the fact that we're getting another movie where we're seeing that character, so I think it's definitely worth choosing the more up-to-date version of the character. So we'll stick with Egos. Then once you've done that, you want to go to hands, both hands, and of course, match the same skin tone as the face. For the body, you're actually going to go with Mordo's. Now, usually I hate to do this with custom characters where I use the same pieces for a character. So, for example, I use their arms, I use their legs, and I use their torso. But in this case, it actually turned out really, really good. So if you use Mordo's body with a bunch of his other pieces, it actually looks pretty cool. So that's an exception this time, but I think it looks good. So we'll go ahead and choose that. Then for the arms, you're going to, of course, match them like this. There we go. And then, you guessed it, for the hips and the legs, you're of course going to choose Mordo's as well, which are down here somewhere. There they are, and then the legs as well, which are, where are they? Down here somewhere. I keep forgetting it's alphabetical order. There it is. Nice. Okay, so we've chosen them. Now all you need to do is choose a cape and a headpiece. Now, for starters, for the cape piece, what I would go with is the right shoulder, because if you give him a cape, I just think it's too long. Like, I'll show you there if it's dark green. I just think that's way too long, but if you do the right shoulder, it's got that kind of cloak kind of look, so I quite like that. I think I'm going to stick with that one. And then for the helmet piece, you can either go ahead and choose a hood, like you mostly see David Dunn using, you know, and of course you do see him wearing the hood in Glass, or you could go for the younger version, which has the baseball cap, and you could go ahead and choose that color. And that looks just as good, especially if you use the younger face. But for me personally, I love the hood. I just think it's awesome, and it's iconic seeing him with the green hood. So we're going to go with that. And that's pretty much it for the appearance. I think that looks really cool, personally. I mean, I'm a massive fan of the Unbreakable trilogy, so getting to make this character in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, it's pretty cool. So now let's move on to the abilities. Right, so for passive abilities, let's see here. I don't think I'll give him a grapple. Wall climbing, that's debatable. I'll probably leave it, personally. Techno access, no magic. Actually, no, we'll give him techno access. Magic, mind control, crack Lego walls, absolutely. Deflect, that doesn't really work, I think, unless you have, like, a shield or anything, so we'll leave that. Vine cut, yeah, we'll have that. I mean, it should really be for characters that cut stuff, but, I mean, he's super strong, so we'll do that. Super strength, definitely. Rune tracing, no. No portal create. But we will give him tracking, but we'll leave dig, because we'll leave digging to, you know, the digging characters, basically. Then on tap square, go ahead and give him fighting. For hold square, I mean, you could give him targeted lunge, I suppose. I think that works. Yeah, we'll give him targeted lunge. But for tap circle, I think there's nothing really in there or in hold circle that you need. So just leave them blank. Then for double tap X, you could choose double jump if you want. I'm just going to leave it personally. And then for hold X, you don't want hyper jump either. Alright, so now we can go into passive traits. So for the health icon, we'll go ahead and choose, we'll go with green. For the health type, go with invulnerable. For the voice, just choose any of the male voices out of the three here. I'm going to stick with voice 1. I never really mess with the voices, to be honest. For the movement speed, he is quite fast. So if you wanted to, you could give him fast. But I'm just going to stick with default, because I'm not a huge fan of the way, you know, the speed works in this game. So I'm just going to stick with fast. I mean default, sorry. Then for the target reticle, go ahead and choose something that, you know, you prefer. I would say maybe that, but I think I'll stick with that one. That's probably my favorite. I just think that works with a lot of characters. Alright, cool. So now we just need to name him and choose a background image. So let's do this. So, David. There we go. I'm pretty sure this will fit. Should do. David Dunn. Nice. And then for the background image, we'll go ahead and choose the city. Alright, cool. So now, of course, what we're going to do is drop David Dunn into the Chronopolis hub world and see just what he can do. And here he is. This is, of course, my custom-made David Dunn from the Unbreakable trilogy, made in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2. Let's just get a good look at him right here. Looking awesome, if I do say so myself. I've went through a lot of different versions of this character, but just going with all of Mordo's pieces, I think it turns out really, really good, so I'm quite happy with it. So what can he do? Well, of course, he can attack these defenseless snowmen. There we go. And he can also charge attack. I think the charge attack makes sense. You know, I think he is faster than an average human being, so I think that's alright adding that. It just adds a bit more to the character. We didn't give anything, you know, for tap circle or hold circle. We didn't give him a hyper jump or anything like that. And we didn't give him wall climbing. But of course, this character is very strong. So if we go down here real quick, just go up to one of these vehicles. There we go. You see this taxi? It's my taxi now. Run, David, run. That's awesome. And then you can throw it. So that's pretty cool. So let's actually go fight some crime with David Dunn. So obviously, if you can't tell already, I'm a massive fan of the Unbreakable trilogy. I loved Unbreakable. I actually saw it pretty late. Funny thing is, I saw it when LEGO Marvel Super Heroes was coming out. I remember when I was doing videos on that game, I was basically trying to find films to do with superheroes and things that I might never have seen, just because it helped with the weight of waiting for that game, which I was just so excited about at the time, and I still love now. And I watched Unbreakable, and I'd never seen it before, I'd never heard of it, and I absolutely loved it. And that was like 2013, I think, so that was quite a while ago. And ever since then, I've always wanted to, well actually, after I saw that movie, I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to make David Dunn when LEGO Marvel Super Heroes comes out. And I think I tried, and I don't think it came out as good as this. I think he had, like, Doctor Doom's abilities. I think he had, like, Doctor Doom's abilities, and I just hated that, so it didn't turn out that great, but now we can make him in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, and that's pretty awesome. And don't you worry, I will definitely be trying to make him in LEGO DC Supervillains as well, because I just love this character.
Really makes you realize how precious.
I mean, like I said, I love Unbreakable. I thought it was an amazing movie, but then Split came out, and when I saw the trailers for Split, I thought, this movie looks awesome. You know, it was M. Night Shyamalan again, directing the movie, and I just thought, this looks really, really good. And then I saw it, and I was like, okay, that was awesome. Like, that is Split is such a fantastic movie. I absolutely love it. But then, at the last minute, they surprise you and they're like, oh, by the way, Split is in the same universe as Unbreakable, and I just couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was completely shocked, and I was overwhelmed with pure joy, because I was like, oh my god, are they going to make like another one where, you know, Mr. Glass, David Dunn, and the Horde meet each other? And they have, and it's Glass, and it looks incredible. I cannot wait for Glass. It's everything I've wanted and more from those movies. I mean, ever since I saw Split and found out they were in the same universe, this is the movie I've wanted. What I love about the trailers for Glass is that M. Night Shyamalan, you know, what he's done is he's essentially kept the tone of that universe, because it's a very grounded and realistic take on heroic characters with super abilities. But with Glass, he's kind of pushed it a little further, just a little further, to show off all their abilities and stuff, and I just love that. I really, really do. I mean, in the trailer, you see David Dunn fighting, you know, James McAvoy as the Horde, and it just looks like such a cool fight. I'm so excited for that movie. I can't stress that enough. There's so many good movies coming out next year, and that is definitely at the top of my list. One of the movies at the top of my list. I mean, what else is there next year? We got Avengers 4. Cannot wait to see that. Spider-Man Far From Home, that is going to be incredible. I'm trying to think what else. Captain Marvel, X-Men, Dark Phoenix. We'll see about that one. I'm not certain if that's going to be any good, but I hope it's good. You know, I'd hate for it to be bad, because I have enjoyed the X-Men movies for the most part. Some of them, you know, have been better than others, but I hope Dark Phoenix is a fun ride. So there's quite a lot of good movies next year. And Shazam. I mean, Shazam's going to be amazing. Can't wait for Shazam. But I think I'm most curious about Glass. Just the fact that they're making a movie where all those characters meet is extremely exciting. The reason I'm driving back over here is because there's some bad guys you can take out with David Dunn, as he does. It's what he does best, so let's do it. Come on. It'll be interesting to see if I can make a better version of him using LEGO DC Supervillains. Possibly. Possibly. We'll see. They're definitely on my list. I mean, the fact that he turned out this good in Lego Marvel is pretty cool, so I'm very excited to see how he turns out in Lego DC Supervillains. Right, come on, let's take care of these bad guys. I love the picking them up move like this. I love that move. And then, what are you doing? There we go, that was weird. He was like trying to throw them. Oh, team up with Daredevil! Only in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 will you see Daredevil team up with David Dunn. Of course, of course. Okay.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, alright. Let's actually go back down to Noir now, because we're trying to go around the map here. Okay, so I actually got stuck down that gap there, so yeah, don't jump down there. Very bad idea. So let's actually commandeer this vehicle and we'll go fly across the map real quick. Come on, David. You got this. But yeah, I'm very excited to see if I can make other characters from the Unbreakable trilogy in Lego DC Supervillains. I don't think it'll be possible to make them in this one. I don't think they'd turn out as good with the, you know, the stuff that's available in Lego DC Supervillains. I think I'd be able to make some much more accurate, you know, characters. Obviously, I definitely want to try and make the Horde. That would be really, really, really cool. A new trailer for Glass is actually coming out today. That's kind of the reason I'm making this character, because I'm so excited about that movie. But the thing is, I don't know whether I should watch that trailer or not. You know, at the time of this recording, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't, and I don't know if I want to, because that first trailer really sold me on the movie, and I don't feel like I need to see any more. I'd rather it be a surprise, to be honest. I mean, what I might do is just ask, you know, one of my friends and say, did it show much? Because they'll probably watch it anyway. But for me personally, I'd rather not watch it. I think trailers nowadays, they show far too much. Sometimes they do. I think they're getting better, some of them. I think they're trying not to show too much in movies, but I still think they've got a problem. But in saying that, I think the Glass trailer did a good job of not spoiling anything. So if this second trailer does the same, then that's fine. Could just be extended versions of the scenes we saw, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot more in depth. But we'll see. We'll see. Right. Any more bad guys to fight? Come on. Wait. Oh, hang on. Got some over here not in the Old West. This isn't the Old West. This is Hala, isn't it? Homeworld of the Kree. There they are. Right. Let's put that vehicle down there. Great parking, David. Great parking. Right, I'm gonna throw you at your friend. Yes. There you go.
I owe you my life.
Do you? Okay. Oh, when you look at him from the back there, that just looks like David Dunn to me. That looks like a Lego version, so that's pretty cool. I know it looks more like robes because I'm using Mordo's pieces, but hey, you know, there's only so much you can do with this customizer. Even though I love it, I do absolutely love this customizer, but obviously when Lego DC Supervillains comes out, I don't know how I'm gonna find myself coming back to this one. I mean, I'll come back to the game because I love it, and you know, if there's something I can't make in Lego DC Supervillains, but I might be able to make in Lego Marvel, then I'll always come back to it. But in terms of character creation, like, for the most part, I'll use supervillains until something even better comes along. I think that's the thing, though. I mean, we're looking at Lego DC Supervillains now, and we're thinking, this game looks like the character creator is insane. Like how detailed you can change the colors and stuff like that, and there's lots of different powers and abilities you can add. You can make your character a giant now. You don't just get to choose shrink, you can make them huge.
Maybe I should do.
So you know, we're looking at that and thinking how cool it is. Imagine how much better the next Lego game is going to be that Arthur and his team make, whatever that may be. I mean, we're thinking the customizer's good now. What could it be like in like a few years' time? It's just going to get better and better, and I think that's one of the most exciting things about these games. The only thing I think would make the Lego games even better than what they're doing at the moment with the customizer and everything is if they added a level creator. Remember that from Lego Indiana Jones 2? I wasn't a huge fan of it from Indiana Jones 2, you know, it was quite restricted. It wasn't like the dev's fault or anything, it was just the time. It was a brand new feature, and I think they put it in some of the Harry Potter ones as well. But can you imagine that level creator now? Imagine getting to make your own Marvel and DC levels. I mean, you could make like a mission based on the movies and stuff like that. You could make your own DLCs, essentially. That would be so flippin' cool. I would love that. I don't know if they'd do that, though. I mean, that sounds like... You gotta think of how much of a nightmare the customizer probably was to work out, so imagine what a level creator would be like. But in the future of LEGO games, that is what I would love to see. Being able to make your own characters and then make your own levels and essentially make your own LEGO video game within a LEGO video game. That'd be pretty insane. I think, you know, if they added like a share function where people could share their levels and their characters, I think that would be huge. You think about what they've done with LEGO Worlds, but you add that to a franchise game like LEGO Marvel or LEGO DC, I mean, that would be massive. It really would. Imagine getting to make your own Star Wars missions. Who doesn't want that? You could make it based on episodes and movies and fan films and whatever. Like, you could make your own story. You could make your own, yeah, you could, like, imagine that, getting to make your own story in a LEGO video game. I mean, we're probably quite far from stuff like that, but I just think that would be really cool.
You are the worst.
Hey, don't call David Dunn the worst. Wow, in one hit, he absolutely annihilated that car. Well, you know, by throwing it, but still, that was pretty cool. Alright, now we're in Nueva York, which is New York in 2099, and there's some bad guys over here, so let's go take them out. Actually, can we take a shortcut around the back of here? Yes, we can. Nice. Alright. They'll never see me coming. Alright, come on, David. Wow, those are some glowing stairs, if I've ever seen them. Whoa, don't fall down there. That would suck, because we can't fly or anything like that, and it would take ages to get out. Right. Take that! Nice! And you too. Punch. No, no, no. Punch, punch, punch. Punch. Yes! Alright, justice served, once again.
Hey!
Hi.
Thanks again for breaking us out of that old shack.
No problem.
It wouldn't have been so bad. And
I'm busy.
Simple life, man.
I'm busy. Right. Let's head on back to Manhattan. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this character turned out. I mean, like I said, there's only so many ways you can make characters with this customizer, but I think using all of Mordo's pieces really works. I think Bruce Willis is wearing like grey trousers or something. At least I was looking at like some action figures. I don't know if they were custom or whatever, but they had grey legs, and I thought, okay, that works. And I originally chose grey legs with a belt, and I thought that's good, but then I realized that Mordo's does have grey legs, and it has the green going down, and that looks more like the, you know, the cloak covering the rest of his body, but you can still see a bit of his legs. So I think that works out quite nicely. And, you know, like I said, you don't have to choose the beard, but I wanted to go ahead and make the up-to-date, you know, older version of David Dunn. I love the fact that in the movie, after all these years, he's still kicking butt. That is just so cool. He's still going out every night and serving justice, and that's just awesome. All right, let's commandeer this vehicle real quick. We're probably going to find some enemies on the way back home, but we'll take care of them. No match for David Dunn. Alright. I really hope I can make the Beast, or the Horde, you know, whatever you want to call them, in LEGO DC Supervillains. I just think that would be such a fun character to play with. Just run around and climb walls and punch people and stuff. Actually, I'm not even sure if climbing walls is still in the customizer, because obviously it's a different franchise now. Because climbing walls was for characters like Spider-Man, but is there any characters... Did I just hit a chicken? I think I did. Oh my god, there's the chicken! And he's stuck in the vehicle! Oh, there you go, I got him out. I saved a chicken, so I may have hit him, but I saved him as well. What was I saying? Yeah, something about making the Beast. Yeah, I really hope I can make him, because I think he'd be a lot of fun to play as. And, you know, even though climbing walls, that's a very Marvel thing, obviously, because it's Spider-Man in this game. So it'll be interesting to see if abilities like that are still in LEGO DC Supervillains. I've been hoping that, you know, swinging will be in it, so we can make a certain wall crawler, even though he's from Marvel. But I don't think it will be. I don't see them keeping web swinging and stuff like that. Even if it's to do with ropes, I don't see them keeping that for LEGO DC Supervillains. They could have maybe kept it if they used Black Spider from Young Justice, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Although he might be in the Young Justice DLC, so you never know. Because you got to think they're gonna have heroes and villains in that pack. It can't just be the heroes. Although the level will probably be hero focused, but we'll have to see. Overall, I can't wait for LEGO DC Supervillains' customizer. You know, this game might have some things that the other one doesn't, but at the end of the day, LEGO DC Supervillains still has so many more options that are going to be so useful, and I'm just so excited to get to using it because it's just going to be amazing. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.